Good evening, boys and girls. I am the Insomniac Let's Player, and I am joined tonight with a special co-host, my own wife, who is also a YouTuber. Her name is Shigo, and...
Hi everybody. Some of you may know me from my toy review and craft channel.
Alright. Well, as you can see, this is Doki Literature Club.
I love these kind of games.
It's a visual novel that was actually recommended to me by one of my coworkers. And once again, I apologize for Soma not coming out, but it got corrupted, and yeah, I have to start over. And then my cousin's asking for his computer back, so it's going to be a while before I get that back up. So until then, I have this. I know nothing about this, only that warning that showed up at the very beginning of the whole game. All I know is it's interesting. So,
Here we go.
without further ado, let's go. New game. Please enter my name.
Ooh.
Insomniac. Because that's who I am. I'm Insomniac.
And if I
Okay.
cough, I'm sorry. I have asthma. I just have a tendency to cough a lot.
Hey!
Ooh, this is already interesting.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. You probably should.
I wouldn't run away from you.
Ah!
She's cute.
I overslept again! Oh, she's so cute.
I am adopting her. Can we keep her?
But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. That's me.
So you. I'm not
And
lying.
you said
Like
you were
this.
thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Insomniac. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Oh yeah, I do. Whatever you say, Sayori.
Boy, this does sound like you.
Actually, Sayori is you in this case.
I know, right?
We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making our daily commute. By the way, Insomniac, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Oh,
And-
that's not true. Well, if it's to remind you of me, I might as well do the commentary. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I?
I'm sure it's possible. Oh.
I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Yep, me.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What the heck is that? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please!
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Nasaki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
In the hall. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
This really does sound like us if we were in high school together, doesn't it? Considering we are 3 years apart in age.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
She's even naturally hyper like me. Everyone, a new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sori says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Asoya, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna be myself, and my wife is gonna be all the girls.
I can't help it. So much fun reading for them.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Nasaki! Hump.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Nisaki, always full of energy. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that!
Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. Both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Mohika. Did I even say that right?
Monica.
Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Insomniac.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Insomniac. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me.
Whoops.
How did we go back? I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Ciora mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Nasaki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
So delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. You know, I've done that. I've looked at the cupcake, and I'm like looking where the perfect spot to bite.
Well, I've done what
into
she's done with the cupcake, remember?
Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but to notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is good. So thank you, Nasaki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
He doesn't. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was literally dragged here. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori.
I've always dragged you places.
No, when I was in high school, I literally got dragged to a few clubs.
Because of your friends that were girls.
Because one of my girls...
We might want to clarify that we didn't go to the same school or live in the same town growing up.
Well, one of my friends that was a girl, who was one of the most popular girls in the school.
Basically like this.
Basically, My friend in high school was her. Not Monica, but, basically pretty, smart, athletic.
Convinced him to be on the cheerleading squad?
Anyway. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member on any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, the publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling a dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it has something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Insomniac, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Ah, there's the manga leader right there. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. That's the kind of books I like. It builds a
I
world.
know, that just describes most of what we read besides the anime and manga we like.
She seems to reserved and timid since the moment I walked in.
But, I like
Okay.
a lot of things. Stories with deep...
Psychological.
Psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I should know that word very well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you into a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Hell yeah.
That
Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yori. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't completely put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nasaki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of your scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems? She's not cute, but look at that.
That's so cute written all over. I'm finding bits and pieces out of these girls that are like me.
Huh?
Bits and pieces of these girls are like equal up to me.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share sometimes?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Nisaki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. To clarify, guys, I have a speech impediment, so that's sometimes why I stumble. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Misaki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read someone's poems.
We all sat in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other.
That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Insomniac?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind since the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought Hump. Insomniac.
You all on defenses against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I know the feeling. When you have 4 or 5 girls staring at you with like the sad eyes, and you're like,
It's just as bad when it's guys and you're a girl. I grew up hanging out with guys.
Anyway. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
I wouldn't care. I would have actually just come for the cupcake.
You have done that before. Then that makes it official.
Well, yeah, you're talking to someone that... I actually joined the chess clubs just so you go into the room and play Magic the Gathering. Anyway.
I'm the one that dragged you to my club at college. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Insomniac, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Mediocre? Come on, I got my own fan fiction.
So do I.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Insomniac, since we're already done here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for club. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
The walk home.
Dun dun dun.
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls.
I just want to grope them.
My amazing wife, everybody. Anyway, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with my with writing a poem tonight.
Ooh.
It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
This
Okay.
should be interesting.
Alright, I'm going to save it right now for now. Just for now. Save it. Alright, I'm saving it.
Just in case we mess up.
Huh?
Just in case we mess up.
How can I mess this up?
I don't know.
Okay, Monica's not even on here. So we got best friend, cutesy, emo chick.
I ask our son who's in my lab for a third opinion here?
Alright, so I guess I pick a word. Excitement, alone, uncontrollable, amazing, heaven sent, marriage, time, eternity, swimsuit, spinning.
Ooh, all of these can get us in trouble.
I'll do swimsuit.
Ooh.
Jump, family, waterfall, doki doki. Doki doki! I'll go with heart.
Ooh, let me pick one. Holiday.
Fluffy.
Oh man.
Okay, now you pick one.
How about sugar?
Huh?
Sugar.
Sugar.
Candy.
And kawaii.
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 Ooh. We need to have shiny.
Shiny. Parfait.
Ooh. Bubbles.
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 Kiss.
Ooh. Loop.
Huh?
I mean boop.
Boop. Special.
How about graveyard, just to make it random?
Wait, she likes graveyards? Anyway.
Fantasy. Ooh.
Promise.
What do you think, son? What should we pick now?
What's that?
He's
Pleasure?
looking at pleasure. Oh, we need to do anime.
Anime.
Ooh, fireworks.
Fireworks. Pink.
Ooh, flying.
Line.
We need rainbow because of
Giggle.
Wow, the giggle.
Giggle. Hi again, Insomniac. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Ha ha ha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Insomniac. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sorry told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
I didn't.
And last year, too.
Hey, I'm good.
I don't know if you planned just to come here and hang out or what.
I came for the cupcake.
But you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Nasaki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her mega collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, you guys. Insomniac always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Samia can become good friends too.
Sayori?
Yeah?
Shut up! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me in.
Oh! Yuri! You even brought you something today, you know? Wait, sorry!
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
What is it?
Sorry.
Whoa.
What do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't really usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
Okay. Oh.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have been having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but to notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh!
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Hell yeah. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands.
That is so the case in the real world.
How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the worst irritating sight in the world.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
I know that feat. I get closer to look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the grass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Insomniac. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Ha!
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there.
Give me one moment.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this.
Okay, don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry? I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say that it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare when the writing to be entertaining enough to make it up for lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously. You'd think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess what you're saying, a lot of the beginning is about the simple things. Like, there's really funny character that are
Chapter.
obsessed. Like, there's a chapter that they're obsessed with a guy with an ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like, when they get into all of their backstories and then some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, what? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power.
Huh, good save.
Ah, this chapter seems to be about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this mega. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a mega. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Uh-huh.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? Oh, cute!
Oh, so cute. Let's just take a moment to enjoy the fact how cute she is at the moment, people.
We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you were just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up on a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Huh. You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Humph. I like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I so never thought that.
That's why there's a rating system for teens, youth, adults.
I grew up around people that were in the manga like me. I can't even bring it up without them all being all like, "And you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I'm gravitating toward other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe in here in the club room. Except Monica is kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not that it solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So?
Aha.
Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot what happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Nori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Oh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone else like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone.
Eh?
Are you all ready to with today's poems?
Oh crap, I forgot about that already.
So did I.
I was so into the whole Natsuki
We got
cuteness.
stuck into the anime mode and mega mode.
Uh,
We're so geeky. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there, haha. Hit? What?
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but... Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever if you finish it and you didn't take it home.
Ah,
And if that gets you bent, I'll kill you.
by tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slide the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Shiori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Shiori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Ooh, we finally get to make a choice.
Who should I show my poem to first? No one, because I am out of time for today.
Alright.
Alright,
Well.
anyway. If you like that video, please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe.
This is Shigo and our son Donovoy who just popped in.
This has been my lovely assistant, Shigo. My son Donovan joined us late in the game, but, you know, we're here.
And our son Miles has been with us the entire
And
time.
anyway, so I'll be signing off for the night, and have a nice night, and I'll see you later.
And the reason why